Kids who actually chose Bulbasaur, how'd you turn out? I'm 29 and I still live in the bushes in my parents' yard. I call it Pokemon Easy Mode. Destroy first few gyms, tank through some middle gyms, and destroy the last gym. Easily catch Pokemon with Sleep Powder, and Solar Beam your problems away. Good against enough of the Elite Four to let your team take a break. Sleep Powder is also good through whole game, gives you a break to charge Solar Beam or heal. The main disadvantage is lack of a good HM to use. With Squirtle, my first playthrough, Surf is amazing. Charmander gets Fly by the end, which is useful though not amazing. Bulba gets Cut. Turned out to kick Brock and missed his ass in their own gyms. PSHT. Bulbasaur is still hands down my favorite starter all these generations later. I think it was my inner troll that loved the leech seed / toxic stacking error in Gen 1. Turned out into a weird biologist and math nerd. Seems appropriate. Edit. Thanks for the reward and the egregious number of upvotes. I'm very confused by all of this. You learn long-term payout with a Bulbasaur. Plus Venusaur lets you smoke Giovanni. I'm an inveterate environmentalist, a civil officer from Spain and I like to play Dungeons and Dragons on Roll20 because of COVID. Semicolon. Regarding Bulbasaur, I have a little stuffed animal that sleeps with us every night. His name is Conchifra. A competitive singles player. Joke's on you, Venusaur is the second, if not the best starter Evo from the trio. My house has been taken over by a variety of plants. At first it was just for aesthetics, but after a few months I was able to communicate with them through sheer willpower. I can't sleep at night as they scream at me, and the nightmares are never ending. Wish I picked Squirtle now. Bulbasaur is pretty cool. He gives you an edge in the first two gyms, Brock and Misty. Addicted to marijuana, living on the streets selling my body for drugs. You don't want to know how the Squirtle kids turned out. Fucking destroying with a smashing tactic. Put him in the computer before I got Bill's PC, and in an effort to get him back I accidentally released him. Life was good until Sword and Shield. I trusted my decision making and figured if you go with your gut, you'll at least have fun and feel appreciative that you did it. Then Gamma Freak told me that if you pick any Pokemon in any game other than Charizard, you were wrong. I'm sad today. Director of Operations for a Humane Society D-Pounds. We care about the ignored. Ended up getting into Pokemon Go and making a community for that game with millions of visitors. Chose him again in Pokemon Go, incidentally, and chose not to power him up so hello still CP10. Named him Brian. Close bracket. Brian and me go way back. No regrets. Kids who actually chose Squirtle or Charmander, how often do you post on Reddit to check how far behind in life you are compared to us who picked Bulbasaur, sparking a trend of winning for the rest of our life? r/Bulbasaur Masterace. I eat garlic. Rolled Brock, Misty, Search, and Giovanni, evolved into final form by level 32, got Razor Leaf and Solar Beam, fell in love with them, animations and effects, by level 82, was an absolute unit of a tank. Had some trouble with Lorelei, Agatha, and Blue Zalakazam and Pidgeot. 10/10. Would recommend. Would do it all over again. Bulba for life. I only learned long after I played Pokemon that the 3 starters were actually effectively difficulty settings. The first 2 gyms are rock and water. Grass beats both. Water beats rock and is neutral to water. Fire is weak to both. To answer your question, I turned out to be a horrible person. I chose Bulbasaur, and I turned out pretty chill. I feel like the Bulbasaur starters are Hufflepuffs. I turned out to be the very best, like no one ever was. Bulbasaur is the best pick for Gen 1 in both early game and late game. 1. Bulbasaur is super effective versus the first and second gym, plus third gym isn't effective versus Bulbasaur. 2. Bulbasaur learned Sleep Powder, which is the best practical sleep move, and sleep is an overpowered mechanic in Gen 1. 3. Bulbasaur learns Razor Leaf, which has increased critical hit chance, which was bugged in Gen 1. It basically always crits, making it the best grass move attack, and one of the best attacks in general. He's cute. I am a registered nurse with a few too many indoor plants. Turned out very gay. Went on to choose Trico. Best grass starter. Simple, use the seed plus poison the enemy plus spikes equals 4 round kills, if against the right type, with healing. If not, this combo actually deals some good damage, and can be combined with tackle or any basic move. LVL 12, me, XLVL 16, I won using this combo. Overall I think Bulbasaur is underrated, probably because of its look, and not the prettiest nor coolest looking evolutions, but it's good for combos and constant damage. Bulbasaur is superior to every other Gen 1 starter. Man, choosing Bulbasaur was a bitch. When you got to Erica, only fire type by then you could get was Florian, who didn't even learn anything fire related until like 46. Edit, apparently there were fire types on Route 7. This was pre-internet, people. We all didn't know this. NGL, I am struggling. Fine. I now grow cannabis for a living. Better than the people that chose Squirtle, I'll tell you that. Every starter in Gen 1 was basically a perfect design. They were all rad as fuck. Oh, you mean the best starter out of the original 151? Turned out great, as I steamrolled a majority of the trainers, because they were weak to my Pokemon. Don't sleep on Bulbasaur, he stomps trainers hard. Won't lie, not doing so well. Continued choosing grass starters ever since. And on my copy of Pokemon Sword, I have got 5 boxes of competitively bred / raised mons. Rillaboom is awesome. I am the most serious of my group of friends, which all either chose Charmander or Squirtle. Bulbasaur brothers unite. I named it garlic, and now overuse garlic in all my cooking. Semicolon. Asterisk, coincidence, asterisk. Semicolon. Asterisk asterisk, I think not, asterisk asterisk. We are number 001.